Hello and welcome to another edition of Sports Talk. It's the first Saturday in April. Actually, it's the first day in April, April 1, 2023. I'm Daniel Blake. Thank you so much for joining me. It seemed like April come back fast. I feel like one of those older people likes a time I move fast, but April is here. And even though I've been, sort of promoting champs and everything and saying it's March 28th to April 1, now being at April 1, it seems like it come by fast. But anyways, I'm grateful to everyone who's tuned in right now, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook and seeing me. Thank you so much for joining. If you're listening on the radio in Jamaica 101.1 to 101.9, wherever you are on the island, thank you. To the people who are listening in on the Love 101 FM app, which you downloaded in the Google Play or Apple Store. Thank you. And if you are using your internet browser, 101, love101.org. Thank you so much for joining. Now, it's the last day of champs, the fifth and final day, and we've seen some spectacular performances so far, and it's almost like we don't want it to end. Champs is actually like on right now. So what I'm going to do, usually I have my sports bits and my monologue and everything, but because we have so much to get to and champs is really a buzz, I'm just going to give you all the updates so that you can stay up to date. All right, so let's start out with the point standings, then I'll give you the schedule for today. All right, so let's start with the girls because this one is extremely tight. So going into today's final day, so after 23 finals, you want me to give you the top 10 or top 5? Let me give you the top 10. So top 10, Alphonsus Davis, they are 10th with 22 points. St. Elizabeth Technical, they are ninth with 25.5 points. Wolmer's Girls, Agiquada Geese, 8th with 36. Excelsior High, hello to all my family that went to Excelsior, 36.5 points. In 6th, St. Catherine High, 47. Now to the top 5. In 5th, one of my favorite schools ever, Immaculate Conception High, for girls. I hope I said that properly. They are 5th with 48 points. In 4th, St. Jago, 89 points. Former champions, Homewood Technical, 3rd with 9 points. And this is where it gets very interesting. In 2nd right now, Heidel with 139.5 points. And reigning champions for 8 years straight, Edwin Allen, they lead with 147 points. So it's a very close gap between Edwin Allen and Heidel, which all of us expected. So every single final today is going to matter. So it's going to go down to the wire. Similar to Central Champs, remember Heidel, because they had protested on a particular event where one of their athletes didn't get points that they were supposed to get. And I believe they ended up winning by, I don't remember, it was like 1 or 2 points, but it turned out to be very important. So every single point matters. So again, Heidel, second with 139.5 points, and Edwin Allen on 147 points, and a whole lot of finals today. And well, we'll even talk about some more of that points issue because Serena Cole, who many expected to get a chunk of those points in the class 100 meter for girls, she unfortunately got injured and missed that final. and there's a potential that she might miss the relay as well. So very fine margin. So right now, Edwin Allen, they lead with 147 points, and it could have been more, but I'm sure Heidel could be saying the same things in other events. So let's talk about the boys standing right now. So after 21 finals heading into today. So let's go with the top 10 as well. Cornwall College, they are 10th with 20 points. Shout out to Cornwall College for having 20 points, by the way. Ninth, Woolmers. It feels so weird to be here, but that's reality right now. 21 points in ninth. Magati High, big up Magati in eighth with 26 points. Edwin Allen doing well over the last few years, improving their boys program. They are tied for sixth with Excelsior. Both have 34 points. So we'll see how they finish the day. St. Jago, they are fifth with 37 points. In fourth, St. Elizabeth Technical with 54. And then the top three, Calabar with 95 points. And then this, by the way, this might seem like a lot, but we'll see. Second right now, Jamaica College, 160 points, and leading is that purple school from North Street. Kingston College, 190 points. So they have a 30-point lead over Jamaica College. And it seems enough right now. And them going to keep getting points, but we will see. Crazier things have happened, but it's hard to bet against KC as much as me know us in a purple and white or here in a 40. What something go again? The brave may fall but never yield. Uh, praying for a miracle, Jamaica College. Jamaica College. Come JC. Do something for you. I can't bother with the purple and white this year. But bias aside, this is what Kingston College do best. So the finals today will be very interesting. So let me just go into those finals. So every single event today is a final. So it's day 5. So right now, as we speak, the long jump open for girls is happening right now. That's in the heptathlon. The javelin as well for the boys, that's going on. And the high jump class 2 for girls should just be jumping off. In the next few minutes, the 800-meter finals for class 3, 2, and 1 for girls and boys will take place. So that should start at around 1:20 p.m. So in just a few minutes, the 800 meters are going to start. And then we're going to have the shot put for class 1 girls, which starts a little after 2 p.m. And then the class 3 long jump for girls final also sometime after 2. And then the 200 meters starts at around 2:20. So class 1 to 4 for girls and boys, that will happen. And in the midst of that will also be the boys final, the class 2 boys final for high jump. And then at around 3:20, we'll have the boys class 2 discus, and then the hurdles, the 70-meter hurdles, class girls, the class 4 girls final, the 80-meter hurdles for class 3, and then the class 2 and class 1 for girls 100-meter hurdles, and then the boys class 1, class 2, and the class 3 hurdles finals, as well as in the midst of that, the long jump for girls class 1 will start. And then there will be the 5,000 meters, the high jump class 1 boys, also class 1 boys shot put. And then, they'll have a bit of a presentation. I believe Grace will have some sponsored thing at around 5:30. Then close to 6, that's when the 4x1s will start. Uh, so look out for that. And then the sprint medley, and to close out the day, starting at 8:32 will be the 4x4. So a packed day, and every one of these events, as I mentioned, are a final, which means that every single point matters at this stage. So it's going to be such a great day. Let's talk about some of the spectacular performances as we approach the break, and I tell you what else is happening in the show. Um, Everyone has seen the class 100 meters, both for boys and girls. Um, let's start with the boys because Buaji and Krumi, 9.99 seconds in the class 1 final. And no disrespect to DeAndre Daly, who ran 10.14, which is super impressive. Uh, if he had run that last year, he would have just been zero point zero 0.02, zero point zero 0.02 seconds um, away from the record. And Jaden Reed of Jamaica College, who did 10.26. So no disrespect to them, but Nkrumah was so far ahead that if you asked most people in the stadium and even those watching, if those results didn't come up, you wouldn't even know who finished second and third. That's how amazing that run from Nkrumah was. And he essentially broke his own record because in the semi-final, he ran 10.08 seconds, and I've never seen someone look so easy at high school level. The previous record was Zarnell Hughes, who did it in 2014, 10.12 seconds. For Nkrumah to do what he did in that semifinal, I was like, wow. Last year, when he went to the World Under 20 Championships, he did 10.02, which was a junior record. And then to come back in the final and do 9.99 seconds. And the crazy thing is, he could have gone faster because, you know, him did look to him left and right a little bit. And it almost seemed like he was not giving 100%, and that's crazy. 9.99 seconds. So even though it's KCM go, that is a superb. That was a superb performance from Nkrumah, and literally the sky is the limit. You know, we saw one of the photos that went viral at Carifta last year when Nkrumah was talking to Usain Bolt, and now for him to do 9.99, people are going to potentially look at him as the next Usain Bolt. Yes, we have Oblique Seville, who is improving by the day, and we have Akeem Blake and several others coming up. But for Nkrumah to be doing 9.99 seconds in high school, boy, oh boy, that was astounding. But also what was astounding was in the class 100 meter for girls as well. Alana Reed of Hydel. VCB's record, Veronica Campbell, back then, Veronica Campbell Brown, as she is right now, she set that record of 11.12 back in 2001. And Alana Reed she did just make it look normal. 10.92 seconds. Like, when When you hear me right now, I sound very surprised. I sound very shocked, like me never see it Wednesday gone. But the more I think about it, look how many, even last year when we were thinking that Tina Clayton was going to run sub 11 at champs, and I believe the conditions was the reason why it probably didn't happen. But Alana Reed 10.92. My goodness. 10.92. Like even saying it just sounds ridiculous. Unfortunately, she didn't get to compete head to head with Serena Cole in that final, who we were really hoping for. We were really hoping to see that clash between her and Alana Reed. Unfortunately, Serena Cole, she got injured in that semifinal. She limped at the end. She did 11.17 in that semifinal, by the way. But unfortunately, um, I believe she picked up a hamstring injury. So it ruled her out of that final. But I just can't imagine what that final would have been like. But take nothing away from Alana Reed. 10.92 seconds. I know I say it, I know I've been saying it so many times, but ooh, that was that was that was impressive. And then in the 400 meters, in the class one, Ricky Ann Russell 51.26 personal best. That was a great run from her, and she just missed the 51.13 record that was done by Sonita Sutherland in 2006. And then in the class one 400 for boys, Delano Kennedy winning in 45.27. That's Delano Kennedy of Edwin Allen. So he gained a lot of points for his school. But he beat Malik Smith of Jamaica College. Malik Smith band 45.74 and Stets Jasana Dennis 45.87. Both of those times were personal bests. So we have three schoolboys who did sub 46. Now, they didn't break any record here at Champs, but to have three schoolboys running sub 46 with all the issues that we've seen in the male 400 meters over the last few years, where 46 and 45s were, par for the course when they should be running, low 44s and, trying to get into that 43 range. To have three schoolboys going sub 46 says a lot about the future of our 400-meter running. So we hope that they develop well and are able to add to the young pool that we have right now. So those were two excellent performances. And, we literally could go on and on. So next week, Saturday, we're going to do a special show where we will highlight some of those major performances and talk about the Carifta Games, which is next week as well in Bahamas. So we'll talk a bit about that. So, if we talk about every single event, we'll be here for a very, very long time. Again, some spectacular performances, and I've already given the point standing and the schedule. So if you want to stay with me till 2 p.m., I would love it. But I do understand if you want to continue watching champs. The 800 meters are about to get underway. So if you want to watch it on mute and watch me, but I completely understand it's Champ Saturday. I would do the exact same thing. So we're going to go into a break right now here on Sports Talk. And when we come back, we play one of our champs features, which we think you'll find interesting. So stay with us.
Reverend Dr. Kerry Dennis, deliverance practitioner and prophet from Tampa, Florida, will be setting the captives free on Good Friday, April 7th, 7 p.m. at the Jamaica Theological Seminary, 14 to 16 West Avenue, Kingston 8. If you're sick, lame, can't walk, blind, Jesus will heal you. Bound by witchcraft, Jesus can set you free. Come believing God, for whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Fun and cheese and refreshments will be served. Sponsored by Acts 222 Ministries of Tampa, Florida. For more information, visit www.kerrydennis.org.
His Worship the Mayor of Kingston, Senator Delroy Williams, and the KSAMC invite all residents to attend the city's Christmas tree lighting ceremony and massive concert, St. William Grant Park, downtown Kingston, Tuesday, December 20, 6:30 p.m. with Kevin Downswell, Jermaine Edwards, Sister Pat Kukudu, Tivoli Dance Troupe, KC Chapel Choir, and many more surprise acts. Take the children to enjoy the Kiddies Village from midday with rides and enough giveaways. Admission is free, so bring the entire family. It's a City of Kingston's tree lighting ceremony and concert inside St. William Grant Park, Tuesday, December 20, 6:30 p.m. Come out early and see you there.
Fun Fest is fun, yeah, done. Thanks to our partners Nestrum, Nestle Clean, Nestle Lactogen, Oreo, Cadbury, Kraft Heinz, and Love FM. Come enjoy Fun Fest Family Festival on Monday, April 10th at Hope Garden. Gates open at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come out early. Fun Fest.
Back to Sports Talk here on Love 101 FM. Please don't miss a minute of champs. It might sound weird that I'm saying it because I want you to listen and to watch my show, but I do understand if you want to go listen champs or watch champs. I'm not telling you to lock me off, I'm not running anybody. Please, I would love if you stayed. But I do understand this is the greatest junior event in the world, junior track and field event, because I don't want no football or basketball or anybody else come attack me in the comments or anything like that, right? So I do understand, but for those who are staying with me, truly appreciate it. So because we love to get analysts here and we love coaches and athletes to talk to on those things, you obviously know the circumstance. So what we're going to do is play a special feature, and it's a flashback feature of last year's show during Champs Time, where we had a little Champs quiz featuring my Wilmerian brother, David Blake, and a friend of mine, Dane Caleb Brown, who unfortunately went to KC. They went head to head in a quiz, and this is how it went.
Let's get into the quiz. So first off, I'm going to ask you guys some general questions. So I'll start. Let me not be I'm not going to show any favoritism. I'm going to start with the KC one first. So 5 questions each. And so first question to you, Caleb. Where was the very first boys champs held in 1910?
I want to say Sabina Park.
Sabina Park is correct. So 1 point for Caleb. David, champs is usually hosted during the Easter period, but which month did the very first champs take place?
That's an excellent question, Mr. Host. I believe the first champs took place early in February.
No, it took place in June. June was the answer there. Caleb, which school won the first girls' championships in 1957?
First girls' championships. St. Hilda's.
St. Hilda's is correct. 2-0, David. Which year did the girls' champs merge with the boys' champs? Donald said it earlier as well.
Excellent question again, Mr. Host. I believe it was in the 70s. I'm gonna say
Oh,
about 76.
1999. All right. I probably should have asked it the other way. Caleb, Jamaica celebrates its 60th year of independence. Which boys' school won champs back in 1962, the year of independence?
62.
Mhm.
KC.
All right, 3-0. David, as I mentioned, Jamaica celebrates 60th year of independence. Which girls' school won champs in 1962? And think about it. Which,
1962. Excellent
yeah.
question again, Mr. Host. That would definitely be St. Diego.
St. Andrew High School for girls. Think about it, bro. Think about it. Caleb, which school was the last school outside of Kingston and St. Andrew to win boys champs?
I should know this.
Mm-hmm. 5 seconds.
Jago.
St. Jago is correct. Wow. Come on, David. Which school, David, was the last school in Kingston and St. Andrew to win girls champs?
Boy. Very excellent question again. Host. You said outside or Kingston?
The last school in Kingston and St. Andrew to win girls champs.
Can you use it in a sentence? It's
5
definitely
seconds.
St. Andrew High School for girls.
1978, the Queen's School. Final question in this round, Caleb. 4-0 so far. Before 2019, yeah, I really should have met David answer the question first. Before 2019, when was the last time KC won boys champs?
Before 2019, 2009.
All right, 5-0. Sorry, David. When was the last time, David, Homewood Technical won girls champs?
The answer is 2010.
2013. All right. So Caleb is currently leading 5 love. That's all right, David. That's all right. You can come back, my bro. No bias here, by the way, everyone. If you're listening, this is Caleb and David. We're currently playing a champs quiz. So this is the buzzer section, right? So we don't have no buzzer. So it's whoever call him name first. All right. And you lose.
Has it called my name?
As in call your own name so I can
Okay.
identify. You lose 2 points for every wrong answer, and you gain 2 points for every right answer, like regular quiz. All right, first question. Which national hero led his school to victory in 19... Okay, Caleb.
Norman Manley.
All right, 7 love. Second question. Which schools... Oh, this one is worth 4, by the way, because you have to name 2 schools. Which schools are the only schools to have won both boys and girls champs?
Caleb.
All right, Caleb.
Jago and Veer. Jago and Excelsior.
Oh, sorry. Wrong answer came first. So Excelsior and St. Jago. So back down to 5-0. Question 3. Name 2 former gold medalists for Wolmer's at Boys Champs that competed at
David.
last year's... David. All right. Go ahead, David.
Julian Fort, Jahil Hyde.
That competed at last year's Tokyo Olympics. Julian Fort and Jahil Hyde is correct. So 5-2. Which girls' school holds the record in all classes of the 400 meters?
David,
all right.
I want
5
there.
seconds.
Is
No
it fair?
more. Homewood is the answer. So back down to 5. nil. 4 questions to go, David. So we'll see if you can come back. Simone Faces 22.71 is the fastest 200-meter race at Girls' Champs. Kevona Davis came close to bettering the time. Very close. What time did she do? 22.71. She came very close. What time did she do? 5 seconds. 4. Very close. All right, time. She came very close to 22.71. She did 22.72. All right. Third to last question. Kingston College's Wayne Pinnock currently has records in which 2 events?
Caleb.
My name is David.
First.
The class 1 long jump and the class 1 110-meter hurdles.
All right, that is correct. So 7 love. Come on, David, keep fighting. No, penultimate question. Via Technical won Girls' Champs in 1979 and didn't lose for quite some time. In which year did their incredible streak end?
Caleb.
Caleb, all right.
1993.
I wonder if you have some like special book in your head or something. 1993 is correct. 9 love. All right, David, again, just for you, again, make this last question worth 10 points, but you're also going to lose 10 points if you get it wrong. Final question. Okay, let me not say which popular, because everybody knows. This popular William Knibb athlete currently holds the Class 1 200-meter record. What is the record? Popular William Knibb athlete record Class 1 200 meters. What is the time?
David.
David, all right. Let's go.
20.25.
20.25 is correct.
That's in my head.
That is correct. And David, who struggled the entire champs, comes in to win at the death.
But that's not biased at all.
No, not not biased at all. I think everybody knows who the true winner is, but I have to feel, I have to make my brother feel good. So the winner is David Blake. David, what do you have to say for yourself?
So sometimes it's not about the swiftness. I'm more of a long distance runner, so you allow the runner to go ahead and you just catch him at the line.
All right, and Caleb, how does it feel to sort of taste defeat at the very end?
We fall, but we don't yield. So leave it that way.
That was your special Champs flashback quiz feature, featuring my Wilmerian brother David Blake, who won, thank goodness, just barely, and KC's Dane Caleb Brown. Thank you to them again for participating. Even though it was a year ago, still have to thank them, right? We'll go into another break and we'll be back with more sports talk.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think alone, think Chris and Charles.
Do you
you have a heart condition? Your care should be in the hands of our experienced cardiovascular team at Partners Interventional Center of Jamaica. We're one of the leading heart centers for angiogram, stenting, pacemakers, EP studies, and ablation therapy. PICJ has the expertise and latest technology to treat all your heart needs. Call 876-995-7425 or email info@pic-jm.com for appointments. PICJ, your partners for life.
Jamaica, taste it all. Yeah, well, crispy fried chicken, please.
Yeah, with Pepsi.
2 orders of spicy jerk pork.
Yeah, with Pepsi.
Give me some cheesy patties.
Yeah, with Pepsi.
Hey, can I get extra curry gravy?
Yeah, with Pepsi.
Get me some fried escovitch fish.
Yeah, with Pepsi.
Taste it all. Yeah, with Pepsi.
This is a special announcement from Love 101 and Love Television. Our general offices will be closed to the public at 12 noon on Holy Thursday, April 6, 2023, through to Easter Monday, April 10, and will reopen on Tuesday, April 11 at 8:30 a.m. Programs and commercials for the period Friday, April 7 through to Tuesday, April 11 should be submitted by 9 a.m. on Thursday, April 6, 2023, and obituaries and notices by 10 a.m. on the same day to ensure scheduling for broadcast. Love 101 and Love TV wish for you and yours a holy and peaceful Easter weekend.
Hey, get ready for an inspiring time inside Love in the Morning with me, your host, Jakal Dyer. This Monday, April 3, 5:30 a.m. is Becoming You, a feature that shares tips on how to become the best version of who you are. Then, grab your cup of coffee and start the day right with Morning Coffee Pick Me Up Devotional at 6 a.m. 8:30 a.m. inside The Healthy Way, we discuss bacterial meningitis. 9:30 a.m. is Something More, brought to you by the Faith Cathedral Deliverance Center. Stick and stay with us. This Pick Me Up Monday inside Love in the Morning, 5 to 10 a.m. on the Family Station, Love 101. Celebrating 30 years of music, family, and love.
So come get inspired with you.
Back to Sports Talk here on Love 101, the Family Station. If you are still tuned in, I truly appreciate it. And if you're just joining, thank you so much for tuning in. It truly means a lot. We are in the final segment of the show, Just Like Champs is on its final day. If you have been following Champs for a very long time, the name Rudolph Mighty might mean something to you. Rudolph Mighty, one of Jamaica's greatest high school sprinters ever. Back in 1992, he did a Class 1 record of 10.39 seconds. Now, you might hear 10.39 seconds compared to what the athletes are doing today. I said that not fast, but when he did that, that record stood for 11 years. That's how spectacular that record was. So to have a record for over a decade is quite impressive. Unfortunately, Rudolph Mighty didn't end up being the superstar that many felt he would be. So, Olympian Dr. Greg Horton caught up with him a few months ago to talk about just some of his experience, how he was able to run so fast at Champs, and why things probably didn't work out the way he wanted it to.
You were an exceptional high school athlete. What was it that made you so great during your competitive years?
With me now, growing up as a little youth from back in when I was like 4 or 5 years old, where I came from in Jamaica, we was always racing from top of the road to the bottom of the road. Like, you know, we have a road where we always race as a little kid growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we always compete against each other, always running. And I was one of them kids who never like to lose. I don't believe in losing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like my mindset was so powerful at all times when it come on to running.
Mm. You were one of the few developing athlete to make an Olympic team. Could you tell us what the challenge was like for you for the senior championship, moving from a junior to the senior championship? And could you also explain what was it like to be on the Olympic team as a high school athlete?
All right. I remember when I go to GSC in 1989, and when I went to GSC, I realized that the Olympics was in the next 3 years or 2.5 years, per se. And me coming from Waterford Secondary back at in them days, I remember when I was at Waterford, I used to tell my coach that I want to beat them high school guy. And them said, boy, if you work hard, you can do whatever you want, or you can achieve whatever you want. So I remember when I went to GSC now, I tell Michael Clark, my coach was Michael Clark at the time at GSC. So I said to him that, coach, I want to make the Olympic team in 1992. So he said to me, if you work hard enough, at that time you would be like 18, 19. If you work hard enough, nothing is impossible. I said, all right, no problem. So with me now, most time, like in the morning before I go to school, I will go up on a 2-hour run or a 1-hour run, jog in the morning, do stuff on my own. Understand? I used to do stuff on my own because I have a little journey now where within the next 2 years, I have to reach that journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to tell myself, say, I will do whatever I have to do just to make that team.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go GSC, I used to challenge a coach. Yeah, I used to challenge a coach. So everything comes from practice first. It's what you do in practice, you do at competition there.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when coach used to tell me what to do, and I used to do, and I start learning, I start seeing new things, because from Waterford to high school, it's 2 different training. So it's like now I realized I was in a different environment and different coaching, and this coach is a good coach. But I heard about him from St. Jago back then. So I said, all right. I tell myself, say, I'm not missing that training day. I'm not cheat myself out of practice. Whatever the coach tell me to do, I do it, and I also do it properly. Because in my mind, I challenge myself, I challenge a coach. So whenever him tell me something to do, I'm gonna do it properly.
Mm-hmm.
You have some athletes where them do them drills and them joke it out, and you know what I mean? They not take it serious. But for me have a journey. So I stick by my part.
Mm-hmm.
You understand, Gregory?
Mm-hmm.
So I start do the thing them properly. Remember one time when the coach, every Tuesday and Thursday, we have hills behind GSC. You have a hill named Jackson behind GSC. And I remember you have a part of the hill where we used to do like 100-meter sprint, go up the hill. Great. You want to see mighty around the 100-meter. I go up the hill. Farm well properly mean on my chest. Me just around the hills like I want to race me around. Now I visualize the race in my head. I go up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Farm well knee on my chest. Sometimes the other guys in my practice me, I look for me like them and say, oh, I'm to the youth. But people don't know, say in my mind, me have a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Me want for the Olympics. So at that time, you have this guy, I go Calabar named Daniel England. Me tell the coach, say, I want to beat the guy there. I remember a time too when I was going to Waterford. My first time trying to make a Jamaica team to the Carifta Games.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Carifta in Puerto Rico that year. No, Trinidad. And I remember Daniel England at that time was the man at that time. Gregory, when I was at Waterford, me tell the coach that I want the guy there. Boy, the coach said, boy, mighty. The task, I want tough task, but nothing is impossible. Mr. Coach, one thing I did the right thing, I would beat the guy there. You hear me think, Gregory?
Mm-hmm.
I want to beat the guy. Then I think about him, so I want him. I want to beat that guy. That's my mind.
Yeah.
Everything is coming from the mind, Gregory. Your mind powerful, Gregory.
Yeah.
Gregory, when you tell yourself something and tell yourself you're going to do it,
I feel like you have a lot to share with some of the younger guys who, even a Christopher Taylor, who really don't see the vision, really don't understand how talented he is. And
hold on, Gregory.
Yes.
I did spoke to Christopher Taylor. I remember probably 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. He came to New York. I never know it was New York. And I went to a barbecue. Him and one of his teammate family member live in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And he was there with his friend. And I went to the barbecue. And when I went to the barbecue, you know who up in? Christopher Taylor. The barbecue was so packed. Gregory, I had to hold the mic. I have to go to the DJ booth, Gregory, and took the mic from the DJ and make everybody know in the barbecue. So we have a star in the place. We have a star and we have a celebrity in the place. That's what I did in the barbecue, Gregory. After take the mic and make everybody know, say, hello, this is Christopher Taylor is here. You know Christopher Taylor? The fast little high school boy, Jamaica will come up penalties and mash up the place. See him right here. Yes, Gregory, I spoke with Christopher Taylor and gave him a lot of advice. I don't know how he took it.
What the advice would you say? The same advice that you gave him that you think young people, young athletes, aspiring athletes, what would you say to them that would make a difference?
First, I told him, I said, Christopher, he was a talented guy. But the talent alone not gonna work. You know what I mean? You have to motivate it, you have to hungry, you have to want it, and you have to take it. You understand? Meaning, you have to work hard, get your mind ready, and tell your mind at all times, always tell yourself so you're gonna do it. That comes first, that the mind powerful. You have to tell yourself so you're gonna do it. And never lose focus. Never lose focus. That's what I'm telling you. So, for the younger generation, them will run track and field. Them have to just want it, Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
And hungry. And discipline. And don't lose focus. And always tell yourself you're going to do it. And always think down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Think long term.
If you had the opportunity to go back to being 18 and 19-year-old, what are some of the things you would do differently?
To be honest with you, Gregory, the only mistake that I see I made is when I came to America. When I came to America and decision, I remember when I was in Tennessee training, I remember make a stupid move because of ignorance and don't want to listen. So, oh my God. Gregory, you have to just stay focused, Gregory. That's all I'm saying. You got to stay focused and just believe in what you want and go get it.
Yeah. You see, Mighty, one of the things I found that when I came to the US, I made so many different sacrifices people wouldn't know. There were times when the day seemed very lonely. You did not have the support. I didn't have the support the way I wanted it to. And as a result, I had to make up things as I go along. When it comes to support, what advice would you give to some of these young people in terms of having the right people in your corner, getting the right information, being disciplined, being humble? What are some of the advice would you give to some of these young people?
You have to just stay focused. Don't lose focus and just because I remember when I was in Tennessee, to be honest with you, I had the right support. It's just that I was just stupid, Gregory. Because I remember when I left Tennessee and come to New York, I remember Michael Green called me and tell me, "Sir, Mighty, are the biggest mistake you ever made." That's what he told me. He told me that was the biggest mistake I make when I leave Tennessee, come back to New York. Because I was young and stupid and ignorant. Never want to listen. I mean, I listen, but sometimes, I don't know, I just get crazy. I don't know if the way I grew up or I brought up or what, I don't know. But the younger guys, you have to just stay focused. Sometimes you have things in your path or coming your way. You have to just know how to get around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have days when you don't want to do anything. You gotta have tough times. But them tough things that will make you stronger.
Yeah.
So my advice for you younger guys who don't have any support or who have the support, you have to just don't lose focus.
Yeah.
Just stay. You know what I mean? Humble, listen, and always make goals.
Yeah.
Because trust me, you don't want the regret that me have.
Yeah. So how do you deal with some of these regrets?
All right, Gregory. I can't tell you. They regret them sometimes when I think about them, Gregory, I'll be a cry, I cry. Enough time there by myself, Gregory. And I'll watch the Olympics or stuff on the TV. Especially you, because you, Gregory, I'm proud of you. Gregory, you have to know I'm proud of you, Gregory. Gregory, many a time I see you, Gregory, and water come out of my eyes. Gregory, you make water come out of my eyes enough time I see you run. Because I see you try, because I know it's a hard work, Gregory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's a hard worker. You don't come like me, Gregory. But it's just that said, you may have more. You didn't want it more than me. Me the two spoiled. Put it like that.
Rudolph Mighty there, former Jamaica College standout and young Jamaican sprint sensation who spoke to Greg Horton. So that is the end of the show today. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in from 1 to 2 p.m. It truly means a lot. Please watch Champs, listen to Champs wherever you can get it. I know that the Champs ticket sold out, so please don't go to the stadium and go try getting a ticket or try jump over a fence or nothing like that. No bother with it. Just find the right station to listen and watch, and then next week we'll talk about some of the best performances. So thank you again for tuning in, and remember, Sports Talk happens every Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. right here on the family station Love 101. I'm Daniel Blake. Please enjoy your weekend, and as always, watch some sports.
This is a special announcement from Love 101 and Love Television. Our general offices will be closed to the public at 12 noon on Holy Thursday, April 6, 2023, through to Easter Monday, April 10, and will reopen on Tuesday, April 11 at 8:30 a.m. Programs and commercials for the period Friday, April 7 through to Tuesday, April 11 should be submitted by 9 a.m. on Thursday, April 6, 2023, and obituaries and notices by 10 a.m. on the same day to ensure scheduling for broadcast. Love 101 and Love TV wish for you and yours a holy and peaceful Easter weekend.
Hey, get ready for an inspiring time inside Love in the Morning with me, your host, Jakal Dyer. This Monday, April 3, 5:30 a.m. is Becoming You, a feature that shares tips on how to become the best version of who you are. Then, grab your cup of coffee and start the day right with Morning Coffee Pick Me Up Devotional at 6 a.m. 8:30 a.m. inside The Healthy Way, we discuss bacterial meningitis. 9:30 a.m. is Something More, brought to you by the Faith Cathedral Deliverance Center. Stick and stay with us. This Pick Me Up Monday inside Love in the Morning, 5 to 10 a.m. on the family station, Love 101. Celebrating 30 years of music, family, and love.
So come get inspired with you.
And now we're celebrating 30 years of music and family, 30 years of love. We're celebrating 30 years of music and family, 30 years of love. We're celebrating 30 years of love.
Yes, I'm telling you, you just heard Sports Talk there with Daniel Blake. Yeah, lots happening today. Today is the final day of champs, you know. Yeah, standings are. Let me see if I can find the current standings for you since we still have some time in Sports Talk. Champs 2023. Mm-hmm. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so we have here. All right, let me tell you about the schedule for today. Let me see if we can see what the schedule is like for today. All right, so where are we now? We are at almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, that's where we are at. So we have so coming up at, let me see where we are, 2:30, 2:30. All right, so they're on a break now. Yeah, they're on a break. The break was from, let me see if I'm correct here. Yeah. So is it, no, this is Thursday. Come on, people. I need today. Today, what is wrong with y'all, man? All right, so no, this is not working with me at all. All right, boys and girls champs, point standing after day 4. All right, so point standing after day 4 is that defending champion KC lead the boys standings with 190 points, while Edwin Allen High, the girls with 147 points. Yeah, that was the last standing. Yeah, tell you about. Hey, boys and girls champs is normally very very exciting. I mean, the atmosphere in the stadium is electric. You know what I'm saying? It's like super electric, like, yo, yeah, you have to be there to really experience what it is all about. And the Jamaica High School Boys and Girls Championships, yeah, it's in the final day today. 190 for KC, 147 for Edwin Allen. Can we call it? So KC's at 190. Was at 190 for after 21 events, right? And 23 events. After 23 events, Edwin Allen is at 104. Was at 147. I saw that Nkrumah race, and that young lady there that broke the record. And I'm saying, just imagine being in the stadium when those things were happening. Oh boy, trust me. Yeah, So here we go. Edwin Allen 147, High 139.5, Homewood Technical 99, St. Jaco 89, Immaculate 48, St. Catherine 47, Excelsior is at 36, Wilma's Girls 30, Excelsior is 36.5, Wilma's Girls 36, Stets 25, Alphonsus Davis 22. That's the top 10 for the girls. And for the boys, after the 21 events, Kingston College 190, Jamaica College 160, Calabar High 95, St. Elizabeth Technical 54, St. Jago High 37, Excelsior is at 34, Edwin Allen is at 34 as well, Magatis 26, Wilmer's Boys 21, Cornwall College is at 20. That's the top 10 for both. And my school is Excelsior, and Excelsior is in top 10 in both boys and girls, and I feel excited about it. It's a very good feeling. I want to say big up to the coach and of course my Excelsiorians, Age Animo. Yeah, listen, people talk about them school all the time. I mean, the KC, the JC, the Calabar, they talk about their schools all the time, and nobody knows nothing. So let me talk about my school, right? It's my school. I love my school. And years gone by, we would not have been so high on the table where scores are concerned, but we have procured a very awesome coach with the capability of getting it. And big up to the coach, big up to Excelsior, big up to Principal Bramfield, Mr. Bramfield, trust me. Hey, you know what? Let me stop.
Hamilton Smokehouse. Our deli meats now come with more slices. Grab a pack today. The best thing next to sliced bread. A member of the best dressed chicken family. The time by Hamilton Smokehouse is.
It's 2 o'clock right here in the Sound of Love. You're still inside the gospel train. Yeah, man, you are. And I'm telling you that, with all that's happening with boys and girls champs and all these things. It's just exciting times, you know. And I'm certain that at the end of today, when you see the point standing and when you see who is crowned champion boy school and champion girl school, you know, a lot of you will be very excited. Some people will be heartbroken, you know, but nobody stress, man. One day, your school will win. Like mine, I mean, my school, you know, I was thinking about it the other day, and I said when I was going to high school, I wasn't a person who went to things like that because I really couldn't take the crowd. I mean, it was just too jam packed. And back in my day, there was just too much happening after champs and all stuff like that. But I think we have become more, you know, civilized. I think we've become more sensible, and so we know how to have fun without it turning violent. You know, I mean, hey, listen, if a man mac and say, you know, KC now win our Calabar now win our JC now win, what's the problem? Everybody have a right to cheer for who they want. So I want to talk to the people who are going to champs. You know, you're getting ready to go to champs. No, you know, make sure that you keep it civilized. You get what I'm saying? Whether or not, yes, because based on the point standing, it is a bit apparent that a specific school would win. You know, but if it so happens that another school win, what is the problem? Somebody have to win. Somebody have to win. You get me? Gonna take a break right now and be back with more. This is the Gospel Train. Have some very old music left for you to play now, but don't worry yourself, you'll get them later on, all right?
Sit and pass your CXC Cape City and Girls Math and English exams in only 6 to 12 months at Distinction College. Start online and face-to-face classes in May and sit exams in January or May, June of next year. In math, English, chemistry, biology, IT, start international course in practical, geriatric and pediatric nursing, phlebotomy, plumbing, early childhood education, and more. Register this week and win yourself a course or subjects for free. Visit us in Kingston, Spanish Town, Ocherius, and St. Elizabeth. Call us at 356-4167.
With family, friends, and more fun at Nestum Fun Fest Family Festival. Monday, April 10th, Easter Monday at Hope Garden. Play in the Fantastic Fun Zone. Water Park. Family Concert. Mascot Parade. Games Arcade. Adults 1,000. Children 3 years and over 700. And toddlers free. Fun Fest Monday, April 10th, Easter Monday edition at Hope Garden. Gates open at 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come out early. Fun Fest.
Oh, what a love my God has given me. It is a love with an endless guarantee. What good have I done for God to send His Son, who bled and died to save a wretch like me on Calvary in agony within a wannabe?